What's going on? This is Jayton the Mac. I'm here to give an interview for the Mix Coalition for my guy D-Fab. That's Brian DeFabio. My name is Jayton the Mac, and yeah, let's get into it. You've been in the game for a while now. Could you tell us more about everything that you do? Like I said, my name is Jayton the Mac. I'm a producer, singer, songwriter, rapper. I'm a budding videographer. I'm with a company called Blue Productions that we started in 2004 with the late great Kid Sadistic. And you know, we're a production company just trying to do everything we can to ensure that we put out the best product possible. When you sit down to write a track, where do you draw inspiration? I draw inspiration from many situations, many different things that I do. You know, I have a plethora of things that I pull from. I usually just sit down at the keyboard and then hash out a melody. I make 99% of all my production as well. So I usually just sit at the keyboard, I hash out a beat, and then at times, you know, the sound or something, whether it's up tempo or if it's you know, a little bit more laid back, that kind of steers you in a particular direction. And then you know, if I have a lot of stuff on my mind, I'm very socially conscious. I read a lot of things. I would say I'm an intellectual as well. So, you know, there's certain things that I like to touch on. You know, I have the basics. You know, in the past, some of my most memorable music have been personal stuff that I've dealt with, whether it's relationship stuff or addiction type stuff. You know, or losing people, or just it's my perspective. It's feeling music. The hip hop market is quite saturated. With the help of all the media outlets, what separates you from other recording artists? Well, I started recording in, well, technically I started recording probably around the year 2000, 2001, but that was back on cassette tapes, and we were just recording the homie Kid Sadistic's basement. And around 2002, 2003, I was the first student at this charter school, Fast Forward Productions in Logan, Utah, and they had a recording studio, and we made a deal that if I aced all my classes, I would be able to utilize this recording studio, and they would teach me audio and video. So at the age of 16, I learned how to professionally record music and some video stuff as well. And it kind of paid off for me. I was pretty early in the game. By 16, I put out my very first project. By 17, I put out my second one. It was a group collaboration called the Blue Click. And you know, eventually that would lead to Blue Productions that I started with Kid Sadistic in 2004. So what separates me is, you know, I have a lot of experience. I'm a long-term artist. I respect the genre that I'm in, hip hop. I know its history, and I try to be as true to the craft as I possibly can. I respect lyricism and beat production to the fullest. So I plan to take my experience and just keep building upon that and growing. So I'm definitely competition. I'm a quadruple threat out here. Could you let us know your biggest challenge as an independent hip hop artist? What is your biggest roadblock preventing your music from leaving your mind to entering the mind of potential listeners? Biggest challenge, in my opinion, as a hip hop artist is budget. Really, you know, things have gotten a lot better with technology improving the way it is. I mean, pretty much, if you have access to even a phone, an iPad, or a laptop, you can produce music, record music, and then drop that straight to SoundCloud. So really, you're not limited. You know, there's websites like Fiverr. You'd be able to get, you know, mixing, mastering, covers, anything that you might need on a very strict budget. But really, to me, advertising dollars, connections, all that kind of stuff is the hardest part about trying to be a successful independent artist. But you know, if there's a will, there's a way. So my advice is to keep pushing. You know, you keep cracking at the ice. One day you're gonna break through. That's my advice. A lot has been said on the current state of hip hop. What's your opinion on this stuff? What needs to change, and what would need to be done to get there? You know, hip hop is constantly evolving, just like every other genre. So, you know, it's good to have an open mind when listening to newer artists. It may not be something that you're typically used to or something that you would normally listen to, but if you keep an open mind, there's guaranteed something out there that's probably just not getting the mainstream push that's more suitable to what you're looking for. So the state of hip hop is always going to evolve, and in my experience throughout the years, everybody has a negative reaction for the most part to certain new stuff that comes out. For me, as a producer as well, I also need to be very hip to the game with what's going on currently, so I can help provide services for other artists. And you know, new blood, new life, but I do respect the history of hip hop. So one thing that I've noticed about some of these new guys is there's a general lack of respect or lack of understanding of the entirety of the hip hop genre, where it started. So, you know, for us to improve is just to make sure that everybody respects this craft, because a lot of people have gone before these new guys to give them a platform. And they should be grateful, because there's millions of people who are trying to do this and very few actually break through. So those who are on top, especially these new guys, you know, take it for what it's worth. Yes, you're on top now. You may not be there forever, so give it its respect, and maybe it will respect you back. For all the producers that may want to work with you, what catches your attention most when listening to instrumentals? What catches my eye most is bass, like most everybody. Honestly, I love bass music. The drums, definitely the pocket, the tempo, and then I'm always looking for something that's going to pull the emotions out. I'm a very emotional music listener. I have been since I was a little kid, and that's really what drew me in to music in the first place, was the fact that I'm emotionally charged through music. So when I hear an instrumental, it's all those things. The bass, you know, brings me in. I feel it deep within, and then the drums and the pocket gets me interested in what type of song it could be, because I know if I'm spitting a fast rap or if I'm slowing it down, it gives me ideas of what I could do. But then, you know, some of the instrumentation, you know, the melodies and stuff like that should bring out the emotion. So if everything clicks for me right there, it's a keeper, and I'm gonna want to spit to it right away. I usually freestyle to the instrumentals, and if I catch something, a dope freestyle right away, I know it's a keeper. If not, I just keep it moving. You've recently put together a recording setup. How do you go about recording vocals in your home studio? That's why I decided to do this video here at my home studio. You know, I do visit other studios. That's how I got to know my man Brian DeFabio is, you know, DeFab Studios. I used to record with Pacific Records, Pat Pixley and them. Also TMCo and White Sound Studios. I record vocals mainly with my mic here, and then I have this, which is the Chaotica Eyeball, that allows me to have soundproof, you know, great sound, no matter where I'm at. So that's how I record my vocals at home. As far as my studio goes, you know, I got the big keyboard here. This is my baby with the weighted keys. It's got the drum pads in here, so I can hash out some dope shit. I got the secondary keyboard. I usually take this portable with me, and you know, I got the dual screen, the boom mic here, so I can sit in my chair and you know, hash out demo projects or whatever as I make beats. It's all good. I got the super powerful laptop. This is my baby. I got the custom desktop built for music and everything else that I do. You know, got the right headphones, some mixing headphones, and then I got Reason 9.5. I use Reason, you know, as a producer starting in 2004. Reason is essential for me to get my ideas across musically. And so, yeah, to elaborate on that, I started with a bootleg copy of Reason 2, 2.5, something, 1.5, something like that, back in 2004. So I've been using it for a long time. I know how to manipulate it and make it do what I needed to do to produce music. So this is my home studio. The benefits of having a home studio is I get to kick back, relax, hanging out with the family, watching TV, and still be creative, you know, with one headphone on, one headphone off. and still interact, but still, you know, or I can wake up in the morning and roll out of bed and pretty much just create anything that I want. I can stay up late. It is what it is. It's my comfort spot, and I'm able to do more work having my home studio. You know, the entire time I've been doing music, I'm used to renting out big studios and creating over there. But as time went on, you know, I was really hoping to create my home studio, and I built a pretty badass one, if you ask me. So, you've just released the Intellectual Property EP. If you have any exciting projects coming up, you can let us know about. Yeah, the dope projects that I'm working on right now, specifically, would be, I got a project with MC Silver Fox, the legendary hip-hop pioneer. I have a collabo record with him that we've been working on for some time. It's kind of a mashup of our previous collaborations and then a few new tracks, and then hopefully a mini documentary as well. I'm working on this EP with my man Michael John Sill, amazing guitar player, producer. He's producing the project. We've been working on this for a long time. Probably my best work to date, if you ask me. And then I have my next album coming out. It's called Survive the Remorse. It's a play off the word survivor's remorse, because I've been dealing with a lot of survivor's remorse with the passing of Kitsy Disick and a few of my other friends. You know, that could have very easily been me. And when we started Blue Productions, Blue Pro in 2004, it was a collaborative co-op. And so I had to reevaluate. Never in my mind did I ever think that I would have to do this solo. So, you know, surviving the remorse is me getting through that and figuring out my longevity, my place with this music, and how to maintain that, and dealing with a lot on that project. And I'm very excited about that one as well too. It's my first full-length project since Motel California, released in 2013. So looking forward to that. Besides that, I got a lot of one-offs that I'm doing. I'm producing a lot of singles, working with a lot of local people, including my guy, Joey Butters. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Anything else we should know about you and your music? First of all, I'm a quadruple threat, like I stated. I need you guys to understand that I'm never going to stop doing this. You know, if I die tomorrow, so be it. But I plan on taking this all the way to my elderly age. There's never an end in sight. I look at certain people that are still producing #1 hits today, that are older. So it's a continuation. It's the longevity factor. So what you should know about me is I put in the time, the work, effort. I got the respect. I got the skill. I got the talent, and I plan on being here. So, you know, that's what you should know about me. And shout out to everybody that messes with me. So let me give a shout out to Charlie Manson, MC Silver Fox, AK, Black Sox, Black Lion, Street Dev Crew, Jack Hunter, Matt, my manager, DFAB, my engineer. Too many people to name, but honestly, there's a lot of people that I rock with that are hella cool with me, who put in a lot of time with me. So that's what you need to know about me, is continuously trying to take over, and we're going to accomplish that. Those are the goals. I am Jayton the Mac. This interview is for the Mix Coalition website. Make sure you follow me on social media. Make sure you like the fan page, Jayton the Mac, the Blue Pro Media page. Check me out on Twitter. You know, it goes down on Twitter. I have all the Reverbnation, all the SoundCloud. Everything is at Jayton the Mac. If you Google me, you'll find me. Make sure you check out the catalog of music that's posted up on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, everywhere that you can purchase and stream music.
Blue Pro!